Yo, you already know the scope. It's your big dog, Fatty. Outside looking inside, surviving prison. Gia. Right back at it. Right back at it like we left some. You already know what time it is. Hit that like or that dislike. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. You know what I'm saying? Become part of the community. And before I go any further, you know what I'm saying? To everybody that hit the like button or that dislike button, that subscribe to the channel, that sent comments and sent questions, I salute y'all. You feel me? Y'all with it. You understand me? So yeah, because for real, that helped the channel grow, get the word out, get some information out to people who may need it. Because it's a lot of people that's incarcerated, and it's a lot of people that's about to start coming home too. You know what I'm saying? That need to come home. It's a bunch of people that should have been home. And just like it's a bunch of people that need to be in there or that really need, you know. But yeah, so understand me. So hopping right into it, we're going to get into the comments. How old were you the first time you got into trouble and what for? So the first time I got in trouble, I was little. I was real little. This was like back in the 80s, so I was real little. I was just walking through the hood, and I saw these two brothers in the backyard playing basketball and whatnot, and ended up playing ball with them. It turned, so yeah, I got to tell the story because I don't want it to make it seem like I'm just running around just crazy. But anyway, I was like 8 years old, walking through my neighborhood, seen the two brothers in the backyard playing basketball. I ended up playing ball with them. So my style of ball was rough. I got an older brother, and he used to, you feel me? He used to just dog me, punch on me, like bully me, and toughen me up. Just what he was saying he was doing, and he did though. So like somebody my age, my size, they really ain't had nothing coming. So yeah, I went in the backyard. I ended up playing ball with the two brothers and started getting aggressive. The lower brother, he kind of like faded out to where it was just me and the bigger brother now. And then the older sister came out and she was rooting him on, telling him what to do. Like, go this way, throw an elbow, do that. But I'm hearing what she's saying. So when she's saying it, I'm quicker to do what she's saying him to do to me to him type thing, or I block him, or I was just more aggressive than him all the way around. And so it turned into a fight, like kind of like a threat in the fight thing. And that's right up my alley too. Like that's all I'm doing is fighting at the time. But I'm a cool little boy. I'm cool. But fight, yes. You know, she's speaking my language at that time. So he wanted to fight. And so we fought. That was it gave him the little pip, and then he grabbed the bottle and threw it at me. And I caught the bottle and threw it back, and it hit him and it busted in his face. And so when that happened, he started screaming. I seen blood. Pam, I'm out of there. I'm gone. So I leave. Somebody ended up getting it back to the house because I was always getting in little fights and stuff around there. So it ended up getting to my mother. They got to my mother. His mother and my mother almost got to fighting. Well, it seemed like they almost was about to fight back then, but she came. She had the police with her, and she was screaming, and so the police got in between them. I ended up having to go to court. So yeah, that was the first time I had to go to court. That was the first time I got in trouble. First time I got in trouble. But I wasn't wrong, and that's what I was saying. And everybody was saying that I was lying and making it like I was just this crazy little boy that went over here and started this commotion with this family and slapped this boy in the face with a bottle and ran away type thing. But the whole story was the story that I just told y'all. So in the midst of all this, We going to court. Before we go to court, we had to go to like a mediation. That didn't work out. Because anytime my mother get in the vicinity of her, my mother trying to get at her because she talking crazy. And my mother the only one that's believing my story. Everybody else, they family, the neighborhood, everybody else, the police, everybody is believing their story. But my mother, she asked me, I told her, and she ain't asked me no more. She ain't asked me no more, and we went all the way. And we was in the, so we went to the mediation. Then one nothing getting worked out. Then we went to sat in front of a referee. So I don't know if anybody familiar, like in court, they also got a person they call like a referee. It's a judge, but I guess it's a lower type of judge, but it's called a referee. So we went to a referee. That didn't work out. So because they had us sitting in the hallway while the family in there talking to the referee, and then they got to come out and get escorted out because they got to have security there to keep my mother away. Like they got real security there to keep us away, and I don't know, they probably their mother too, but I don't. My mother, I know my mother, and I know me too when I was with her. So we was about to. So, but anyway, yeah, I just thinking about that though. But my mama go see this though, so I ain't lying. Nothing I'm saying in here is a lie. So, where was I? So yeah, we went to the referee. So then it ended up getting to. Now we got to go see a real judge. So my story the same. Like, ain't nobody even asking me my story no more. Like I said, my mama asked me my story. And then I think I probably got asked my story by the police. And that was it. That was it. All the way up until we made it to this courtroom, right? So we in the courtroom. And the judge put the boy on the stand. He put the boy on the stand and was talking to him and whatnot. And then asked him what happened on that day, and the boy tell the same exact story that I'm telling on this right here, and I'm saying on this right here, same exact story, and it got dismissed. It got dismissed that day. So, excuse me. So yeah, that was the first time I got in trouble. Yeah, it seemed like after that I was lightweight like a magnet for but like I said, I was fighting. I was fighting like crazy in the neighborhood. Everybody was fighting. It wasn't just me. We had a bunch of little boys all my age or a little bit older. It was just a bunch of little neighborhood gangs back then. The oldest gang I think I remember back then was like Brew Crew. Them was the older dudes. Brew Crew, Nike Phi Psi, and Phi Alpha Dogs, Kappa, Beta, Ruthless, Yankee, and we just had so many different little cliques and gangs, and we had just walked from one street to the next street to fight that street, or walk 20 blocks to fight type thing, and we was just fighters. And but this was back in the day too, so everybody was tough. Everybody was tough. But yeah, I think the next thing I got in trouble. I had to go to court. I was in elementary school, and I was like the crossing guard. Like I was a magnet, or maybe I just looked like I was easy to get at. But anyway, I was a crossing guard, and it had like this wood little stick with the orange flag on it, and I stand there and hold it. You know what I'm saying? Stop traffic for people can go, for the students can go. It's a little school elementary job. I ain't get paid for it or nothing. I had like a little orange little thing with the badge on it or something. So little dude came up, and I remember his name too. I ain't gonna say his name. I don't remember the light skinned boy name, the first one with the bottle to the face. I don't remember his name, but I remember this dude name. Cause yeah, I ended up getting put in handcuffs because of him. Ended up getting put in handcuffs for the first time because of him. So I'm the little crossing guard, and he come up and he bullying. He bullying. He trying to be a bully, and he trying to bully me. So I'm all for the fight, and I was too aggressive for him. So when I was too aggressive for him with the fight, then he grabbed a brick. He grabbed a brick, and I had my little crossing stick. So he pump fake with the brick, and I cracked him. Yeah, I ain't pump fake. I'm like this. We both like this, and he came his arm forward. I came my arm forward and whacked him and bust him up something. And yeah, I went to court for that. And that ended up getting thrown out. So, no, matter of fact, I think I got put on probation for that. That's probably why I remember his name. I got put on probation for that. I got suspended from school. I was put on probation, man. And I had to go sit in the probation officer office and do schoolwork. Like all day, too. All day. You know I was in there all day because I had a lunch break. Being there 4 hours, lunch break. Or 3 hours, lunch break. Then another 3 type. Yeah, that's probably why I remember his little turkey name. But I ain't never seen him again or hear about him or nothing. But I whacked him. He had that brick. Whacked him good about that. Outside looking inside, you already know what it is. Yeah, just reminiscing, answering a couple of these questions. You feel me? Hit that like or that dislike. But yeah, I fought a lot, but I was a normal little kid. I thought you tell me, but I was the type of little boy. I was curious. I was adventurous. I didn't start trouble at all. I just finished I'm really aggressive. I finished well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm the type of little boy that'll be in the neighborhood. I went through the neighborhood when it's snowing. I got a shovel and I'm knocking on the door. $5 to shovel your driveway. I shovel your driveway. $5 take your trash out. I'm taking trash out. You know what I'm saying? I was that type of little boy. Run to the store for you for $1. I was running, and nobody never told me that, showed me that, none of that. That was just something I just started doing. I just did it on my own, trying to get money. Matter of fact, I started doing that because I was the Sun News. What was the Sun News Journal? That was the first job I ever had. Sun News Journal. I was a paper boy, and I was going around, you know what I'm saying, throwing the papers, and then you got to go. Back then, you would go and collect the money and get the money. So when I went to this one lady's house to collect her money, she offered me some money to take her trash to the tree lawn. So boom, then I started doing that. And with her, and it was like 3 houses. It was back to back to back. Her and her 3 friends. So she had me doing they trash too. So I was the paper boy and taking trash out. You know what I'm saying? When it snowed, I'm going over there. I'm shoveling, boom, boom, boom. They hearing about that. Only thing I ain't do back then was lawnmower. I ain't do a lawnmower. I ain't even think about getting no lawnmower. But I shovel some snow. And was taking trash and stuff out and doing them little newspapers. But I only did them newspapers for a quick second. Then I got, oh man, I was a fast little dude about that money. So, outside looking inside, you already know the scope. Cheers.